Okay, here we are. We're putting in 2019 Combine Cam Grant with Kiowa County Media Center and his masterful ways of doing it.
I don't know if it's that.
How many years did we say with this is? Our fifth?
I think we figured our fifth. Yeah, it's hard to kind of remember at this point.
Right.
5 installs, you'd think I'd have this figured out, but every
year is different.
Every time we're changing it up, making sure it's a little better, and here we go. It's almost like it's brand new all over again, but it's also kind of fun refiguring it out. So.
Well, and then with different combine cabs, the way they're set up differently, you kind of get used to one way and then they change it up on you.
Yeah, I had your first combine down real well. Threw a wrench at me last year with the new one here, but I think we've kind of adapted to it with this bracket Jim installed for us, so that was nice.
And we got some wind bothering us today, which is good because we need some hot, dry wind blowing that wheat dry a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got a field just directly south of us right there that's pretty wet. I think it'd probably be ready to go if it would just dry up a bit. It's already even starting to take on a different color than when we first got here.
Yeah, I saw all the fields on my way up and I just thought, man, those have got to be real close as long as the ground underneath them is dry enough and the wind gives us just enough of what we need to get it ready. Because I can't wait to get you guys in the field to make sure this is going to work.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. Be good. There's a lot of people that are anxious for it to get up and going, Grant.
Yeah, I have a whole different reason than most people that want some wheat getting cut, but I think their motivation's a lot more important than mine. Like yours.
Let's see. Last year's saying is "it is what it is."
There was a lot of that.
I think the new one for this year is "the struggle is real."
I like that. Hashtag the struggle is real.
Yeah.
Wheat Harvest 2019.
Yeah, you may see that on a lot of my pictures.
There we go. It's coming together. There's so many wires to do all this, you know?
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Quite a few. If I can remember which one's which now. Should be good. Keep them out of your way. Hate to bother you with them as you're driving.
You've done good so far. I'm not worried.
Well, I've added so much more. That's my problems. You've gotten kind of used to how it's been, and now I keep adding stuff and changing stuff. So, what was that one too? Oh, yep, I installed an extra one.
Okay, now that's funny because the girls and I were just talking about how Midwesterners say "ope" all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Ope. Yep, now it looks like we got Kansas wheat just rolling in here, so I suppose it's time to jump down and chat with them.
Right on.
We'll check back with Grant when I'm done there.
All right.
What about black Gorilla Tape? You slide it in there, and so when you put that up there, it's sticking it on. I don't
Kind
know.
of like double-sided almost, or just wrap it? Because I tried to wrap it with the gaff, and it kind of did the same thing. Where
Well, what I was thinking, if you know, just visualize this being the tape, sticky side down, and then just coming around here. I don't know. It's all going to be trial and error.
Yeah, that's where I'm at anyway. Just trying to see what I want to be able to make it sure it's just nice and snug, so it's not bouncing around and annoying you guys. Because I could see that if it's bouncing, completely driving you crazy. Because I think I could get it on there and hold it, but I think it needs to be snug.
Well,
Okay, let's see. We're back on video again.
Okay.
Got some changes made. Less wires kind of dangling, a little bit more organized.
Got the antenna set on top, cabled down, so that should be a
stuck down with tape.
yeah, I didn't want it to fall off and get in the auger or something, you know.
Oh, that would be bad.
Talk about problems.
It wouldn't stop the combine, I guarantee.
It'd just mess up your antenna.
Yeah, I'd rather that than it do something to the combine. There we go.
Let's see. Wonder if I can do this and see where the antenna is at. Oh yeah. headway.
Yeah, we're really getting fairly close to a place where I'm ready to turn some stuff on and start testing, to making sure all of this stuff that we're putting in here is actually going to do something. See, this is your added router,
Okay.
and that's the bigger bulk that had to come up here, and I'll have some antennas I'm going to put on there.
It looks like a professional job to me.
Well, Jim had to make a spacer. This whole big black box up here is just a spacer to hold onto that bracket. So
Oh.
he did a good job on making that, because it would not attach to the bracket without that. Just the way these little wings off of that wouldn't wrap around. So he had to manufacture something for us, and it worked out really well. And we got it zip tied on really good. So.
Some of that harvester ingenuity.
Exactly. Because I was starting to get at a loss. I tried 3 different things already to try to fasten it on there, and I was not having much luck. And of course, he saved the day.
Now what is that?
So these are the antennas
Oh,
for the router that, again, should help get a stronger signal into the combine. Because there's also the booster that is from the antenna.
yep.
That is attached to the router. So this should get us better connectivity, as well as the booster attached to it better connectivity. And we have the Ethernet connection that can come out of this router and go right into our encoder. That, again, we're not doing a wireless connection from a jetpack to the encoder. It's a wired connection now. That should also strengthen our connection overall. So we're doing just about literally everything we can possibly do to give us the best connectivity possible. And so if this doesn't work, I'm going to really be at a loss. I mean, if it doesn't work, it's just because we're in a no service area.
Right, and there's a lot of that,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, so otherwise we're putting in the equipment we can in order to boost the signal as much as we can. So we shall see if that's going to do us any good.
Good.
This is power.
Everything's working.
This is getting power. Well, it's getting power. It doesn't
I
necessarily
mean, it's working.
I
I don't see any kind of indicators on this box.
I don't know. Yeah, it's in the back here.
Oh,
Its status is on. It's just showing that it has power. It takes a little bit to get cell service.
well, this thing says power.
That's on. So everything's turning on, that's a start, right? So I'll start powering it on. That should be coming on.
And then you can go down in front of the combine and do a little happy dance.
Once
Yeah.
I do some speed tests and making sure it's actually connecting to the outside world, I could do a happy dance. And if those speeds are fairly good.
Okay, well, Grant, we got her going. We're ready. All we got to do is find some dry wheat to cut. Test her out.
Yeah, that's the only way to really test it is to get in the field, right? So
Right.
it should all be here. We have the camera, the encoder, the internet system here, catching some hopefully good quality Verizon 4G service with the antenna on top.
And our trial worked. We saw pictures.
We did as much of the testing that we could do sitting here in the parking lot. So the true test will come once the wheat's ready to cut, but I have strong confidence this year that we're going to be able to stream this pretty well.
Yeah, me too, Grant.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Cross my fingers, but hopefully optimistic and thinking this is going to work.
I agree. We're going to do our best.
Yeah.
All I want to do is get some of that Montana scenery. That's awesome.
Me too. It was driving me nuts last year seeing just your photos, knowing we could have been streaming that.
Okay, is it working now?
Yeah.
Nope. No.
Do a speed test. Well, no, that's not going to do it. So.
I'll keep our fingers crossed anyway.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Grant.
Yep.